All right. So I'm going to. So when we watch, I also want to get like your thoughts because I know some people have a like some people really like can't focus whenever somebody's like yapping in their ear. So I usually like take more of a backseat role when I'm watching, like when I'm observing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I can like chime in here and there, for whatever, whether it's just to get your thoughts on things or maybe tell you to do something. But for the most part, I don't talk a lot during the game, just so that I can get like a view of everything and I can take notes during the game, so I have stuff to do, to talk about and focus on in the VOD.
Cool.
All right. And then I'll send you notes as well, like key points and stuff. I'll timestamp it, and I can send that to you afterwards as well, so you can reference
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I think I'm fine at farming, and I think I just farm too much, honestly. Like I notice I just full clear my jungle and then go to dragon, and then full clear my jungle and go to Rift Herald. Not like exclusively, but I think like I'm just not seeing enough gank opportunities.
Yeah, I mean that's the tough thing. Like, and that's also, I mean, I'm like spamming Lee Sin right now because I'm having fun with it, but I feel like I'm in the same spot where I'm like, I'm basically just like full clearing, or I'm clearing and then getting objectives, and then I don't know. It's just it's tough, especially like when you're playing, because you play Shyvana mostly, right?
Yeah, and that's why I stopped because like the Shyvana can get away with it because she scales so well, but I feel like I I like bruisers in the jungle I've learned, although I like fiddlesticks too.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I started playing other champions that need to fight more to win because I'd rather be a better jungler than a higher ranked Shyvana main.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's just tough when you're playing champions that don't have like hard CC. It's tough to force a gank or see gank opportunities, because a lot of the times it's not just, oh, I walk up as Zach, and stun them and then they die. It's
Yeah.
can be a little more complicated.
So would you suggest I play Shyvana here?
Um, I think you should play a champion you're comfortable with. You
All
don't
right,
have to play
I'll
Shyvana, but like I wouldn't play like a champion you have only a couple games on or something.
yeah, I've given up Hecarim.
Like maybe, I mean, see you play Kane, you could do Kane.
Yeah, we'll see what the team comp is. It looks like my support is a Zillion main. Hmm. That doesn't really give me much information. I think I'm just gonna play what I'm most comfortable with.
They are nothing before me.
Oh, Ignite.
Yeah, I just
I mean, that's fine.
Citric is. Do you know who Citric is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just go the build that he goes most of the time. I could probably pick better builds, like situation based, but I'm not as confident with like knowing what to build as he is.
I
I don't
mean,
really think that's what's holding me back.
your build's not a big deal. Like, I mean, you probably want to deviate. Like, if they're all AP or all AD, I mean, you want to definitely want to like deviate there, but it's not like a big deal.
Yeah, I'd pick between AP, like with Dark Harvest and AP Bruiser, but I'm not
Yeah.
going around building, oh, fuck this.
Um, would you take exhaust first, then maybe?
That's a good question. Yeah,
It doesn't reduce his attack speed when he ults though, so I don't know if it's. I mean, it's gonna be better late game for sure, but like,
what do I tell my AD carry to pick?
I mean,
It was so fucked up.
I,
Getting jinxes.
I mean, honestly, your team comp's fine versus you. You have Shen and Lulu. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the shielding. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to build Serpent's Fang. Huh.
I mean, I think you'll be fine without Serpents just in the game soon. Just don't let it go late.
Oh, alright. Lulu just has to press W and we win.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad.
Okay. So I want to see. I don't think they have enough. Well,
You think Tenacity's better?
I don't know. I either go
It
tenacity
doesn't stop really
or
Diana's.
unflinching.
It doesn't really like.
Yeah.
It stops Seraphine and Sona, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'll go unflinching though. Oh, all right. I'll catch you later, man.
I mean, if you think Ignite's better, go Ignite. I just was offering a suggestion, you know. But
Yeah, I think if I was playing, oh, we have three, two. Yeah, if I was playing for team, I would go exhaust, and if I was more familiar with it, but
yeah.
I think I need to try to. I don't know.
I mean, you
Shyvana.
beat you shit on him pre six, right? You dumpster him 1v1, right? With
Yeah,
Ignite
with Ignite.
especially, yeah.
Okay, so I should
Oh,
be thinking.
stream
Oh, I
closed, by
gotta.
the way. Yeah, you might need to reopen it.
Yeah, the program switched. I don't know if I can. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Perfect. I don't know if I can play this game without a hard style anymore.
I can't play with music, honestly. My focus is shit with music.
My focus is worse, but my mental is better.
Yeah,
That's the trade-off.
I feel that.
So I think we probably don't want to invade because they're Darius.
I mean, you
And
could.
we don't like if we get a bunch of kills, it's not that big a deal. But if they get a bunch of kills, then the game's over.
Standard's probably better to learn rather than just getting like a cheese lead. So probably better not to invade.
Okay, definitely red's my. Then I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna start red probably because I don't want to. Oh, actually, I do want to match him. But Darius is gonna have prio over Shen, so I think I start red.
I mean, so if your goal is to like, what's your goal early game here?
That's
Like
the
what?
tricky part. Like, I don't know if I want to try to fuck him up with the crab or if I just want to get a full clear off. And then bot's not really gankable, so I guess I do want to start blue. What is
Yeah, I was gonna say
that?
starting blue's probably better. I would just go ward. I would go place your ward and then yeah, reset your sweeper.
Alright. And my sports AFK. I'll have to do the summoning ritual. Oh my god, I didn't even finish it.
Minions have spawned.
If you hear me typing, it's just me doing notes. If it's like loud, I can go and like push the talk or something. So
That's fine.
They have faced nothing like me.
Oh. Did he just ward my raptors? I think he did. Or they're starting my red. Huh. I'll have to watch their bot lane. I don't think he started my red because their bot's not there unless they cheese. We'll see. Yeah, I don't.
he
They're
definitely would have. He
missing.
definitely would have
Yeah,
started red. His red.
yeah, that's what I think.
Darius. Yeah, he's
What
cheesing
the
you. Yeah.
fuck? Oh, I
Yeah, I would
missed
run.
my E, so I'm fucked. If I hit it, I think it was okay, but I'm just gonna go back.
Yeah, it's fine. He's just cheesing.
Unlucky. My mid might be in trouble. So I should just clear my top side. Yeah, I don't think we can
Yeah, I don't think
fight
he's
him.
gonna get dove. Just let him catch that wave.
The only question is, would I? Oh, fuck. Oh my god, this is
Yeah, it's
untenable.
unfortunate.
I don't think he wants it. Oh, he wants it.
You might just
Wait,
have to give it. Yeah, just give it. Unless you can smite it away, but
what?
just go. I would just go take your wolves. And the Shen's coming. Shen's coming actually. You can kill
Holy
him.
shit. Don't let him get
Yeah.
away with that.
That's alright. He didn't really
This
get
is
anything.
insane. I don't think I can.
No, did you get the red? Okay, never mind. Nice. Okay,
Outplayed
cool.
it. Ah! Okay, so here I. Oh,
Just
alright.
go get your wolves, right? I don't know. Can you do the wolves? I don't really know your
No,
champ.
I don't think so. I think I want to do crab and get health.
Ooh, okay. Crab is
Like, I
risky.
don't want to do it, but I
Crab is
want.
risky.
Like, you're probably right. But I feel like he's gonna clear his top side more likely than getting bot. Okay, now I have some health and smites coming up. I have no mana bot, but feels for all. I'm not going there. Okay, I think I'll have smite up on Grump and be able to clear. I'm level 3. I don't think I could have gone bot there without Jinx. I am worried that he's gonna come fuck me up in my top side jungle, but he probably doesn't know where I am. I do think I should have cleared the Raptors before I went down.
Do you know where he is right now?
With honestly, I have no idea. I should know. I think he's in his
So we saw him come from
jungle.
topside jungle, and to cover mid, so he's likely in bot side jungle. So you can use that info with what you want.
Yeah, I think I just need to get back in the game a little bit. He really thought he has so much more farm.
Yeah, it's fine. He had winning solos.
This is a bit risky. Don't kill me. Okay, use bot. I don't think the crab would be up, would it?
I don't know. You should probably reset. There's too much time there. You could lose dragon.
Alright. That's pretty good for mid. Now I want to just path bot to get my blue because that's what's up, and maybe dragon. I really want to gank bot, but I don't think I can until I'm 6. There's a chance that he comes to my blue, so I'm gonna pink here. Oh. Oh. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's not really worth it for me to
Yeah,
eat
just take
him,
the
but
romp safely. So you have a mid that's winning super hard. So
yep.
um, it might be best to try to focus on hover around him, because it seems like they're pretty aggressive too.
He's still
You can
there.
fight him. You can fight him.
Yeah,
He's
he
level
just
5 and
cleared.
Lulu's coming. Just ignite him and kill him. Yeah.
Nice. So I think I want to go into his jungle. It's definitely
His
up.
camps probably won't be up, I don't think, because he pathed from top to bot. He did spend a
Oh,
lot of time there, so maybe they're up. But yeah, okay, he spent a lot of time there.
yeah. I think I probably would have wanted to leave one up, but I didn't. go. Nah. If I had smite, I would probably go crab, but because I don't think it's worth it. And my mid is top. Yeah, top's an a tricky situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do.
He's bot, so I'm gonna. I think I should just go straight to the scuttle or the Herald.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Because
Yeah. You should
but now
honestly,
I'm
you
so
should not even
late.
be taking crab, honestly. You should just be doing it. Crab's worthless. The first crab.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you should have just taken it immediately.
I thought about trying to test Darius's vision because I didn't see him, but as soon as I saw him go back to the wave, I should have gone right to Herald instead of finishing the crab. Okay, I'm gonna take his blue after this. Oh. I think he's probably gonna path top because he was just bot, so I don't want to
Yeah, you don't
try
want
to
to get
get
too
his
greedy.
comp as well.
Yeah, smart.
I definitely can't. No, if I'd ignite, maybe I could 1v1 top, but it's not really worth the risk.
You know where Diane is?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay.
All right.
It's all right. Look, I'm not like trying to
No,
catch
no,
you
no,
with
no.
these. I'm just trying to like.
No, that wasn't for you. That was for the chat. Sorry.
But yeah, when I ask these questions, like a lot of times I'm not trying to like get you. I'm just like I'm trying
Oh,
to
I know.
assess your how much you're paying attention and stuff, and the things you're like looking at. So. Okay, where do you go from here? What do you do next?
That's a good question. I think bot went back and top is frozen, so I. Oh, all right. Yeah, I started pathing mid just because I wanted to be the closest to whatever play might happen, but I don't even know if I shouldn't even be clearing this. I should just be going straight top. I think, and I have Herald, so I don't think we can kill him. But and I think I can make it to Dragon in time.
Definitely
Alright,
not,
okay.
but that's okay. Nice. Just get the full turret.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I wanted Herald to be up. Oh, I didn't. I think I would have waited on Herald,
No,
but it's
that's
probably
fine.
fine. Oh, kill the turret! Oh no.
Thanks.
Unfortunate. So I should have positioned further from the bush,
Well,
definitely.
I mean, we saw Diana leave mid. Probably should have just backed off, I think, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay, second dragon is unfortunate against 13. Because I don't have ult, I mean, even if I did have ult, I wouldn't dream of contesting. I really don't like our odds, but he doesn't have any kills. Oh my god. They're getting a collapse on? Nope. Uh,
Nice.
nice. definitely want his red buff. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Now, normally I would be looking at just me hitting the red buff, but I'm trying to look at the mini map instead now.
Good.
Seems greedy to take Raptors. This is a play I'm not sure about. I could have full cleared, or I could just start here. I guess this fucks up my sequencing to do this, but and there's no objectives on the map.
I mean,
But
what's the other play? You go all the way to Gromp? That's not right. This is fine, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pink here because I need to go mid. Oh, okay. This cat does not approve of my gameplay. If Darius wasn't there, I would consider going in because I have Ignite, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna take red and then defend the turret. I definitely can't 1v2 them. Chen doesn't have ult yet.
You sure you can't?
Nope. Alright, I'm trolling.
That's alright. You
Yes, I
cleared
am
the
sure.
wave. You cleared the wave, it's fine.
It's possible that Diana took my Gromp. I wasn't paying attention to what she was up to.
I wouldn't walk and face check it then if you think she could be there.
I don't think she is there. I think she could have taken it. Should I just go Serpent's Fang, second item?
You have to be careful with that because a lot of times people will sit, like they'll take the camp and they'll sit and wait, knowing the jungler's
Oh,
gonna come clear the camp and then they'll kill you. But
yeah, that makes sense.
it didn't happen, but just something to be aware of.
Okay, so I don't have ult, so I can't contest it yet. I'm really tempted to just go Serpent's Fang, second item, but
I don't think that's. I think you should get anti-heal.
really?
For some reason Jinx bought it. I mean, I think Lulu should be buying it, but I think you should
Yeah,
ask Lulu if she's gonna buy it. If she is, then don't. But if she's not, then you need to buy it because that's not
even with
enough anti-heal.
I think Jinx gets it because of rockets.
It's not gonna apply it enough though.
Gotcha. I'm getting. Oh, Oh, shit. Okay. Gotta take what I can get. Oh, that's not necessarily doomed. I would want my ult, but what a fuck pest.
Ouch.
That was a waste of my ult. I think I should have. I don't know. Maybe I should have just left because I didn't have ult, but
Yeah, that was a
that.
losing fight to take that fight.
I don't know why this guy's pinging me.
Just mute him if he's tilted. Alright.
Okay. I really need ult for dragon. That's my objective. So I'm just not even gonna use abilities to clear camp. I think I'll get it in time. Oh my god.
Smite the wolf. Yeah, nice.
It was pretty greedy to smite the wolf there.
Nah, it heals you.
Oh, true.
You should smite him immediately, or if you're gonna do it, don't do it halfway through. You know, you might as well just smite. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! Don't go Gromp, go Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna hit it because it gives Shyvana 20 fury when you kill it, but not worth. Okay, it's gonna one-shot my team. Oh, fuck. If I had more health, I would ult over the wall. but I don't. I think I because my bot wave is pushing, I should farm bot and then fall back to jungle instead of jungle and bot. This E is so horny, man. I suspect he might go to my blue, so I'm not even gonna look at it. Yep. Well. Whew.
Ouch.
It was not a shutdown. I love this guy.
Think he's sincere with a good job?
No. If he didn't type FF after, maybe then. But this game is so fucked.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's a good learning game. There's a lot of shit I'm seeing, so.
So I don't really want to fight until I have my ult. This guy's tilted off his ass. Okay, nah, we're going back. This guy's gonna come for my red. Shen has ult. I think we can kill him.
Where are you thinking of placing the pink?
That's a good question. Oh, word. Okay. That's a good question. I probably
It's okay. What do you do now with this? What do you do now with this pick? It's okay.
I want to do Baron.
Yeah, you should have been pinging it sooner. Because now it's impossible to do. If Jinx, because look where
so?
Jinx is.
How impossible?
I mean, it's not impossible. It's risky now. Before it was kind of free, but
Yeah.
like you guys do get it. But it's
I just
risky.
need to not line up with my teammates here. Okay, we did not want to fight.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. That guy's doing his own thing. Nice.
What are you buying?
Demonic Embrace.
Really? You should get
It's
anti-heal,
OP.
right?
Uh,
I mean, they have Darius healing, Yi healing, Seraphine, Sony healing, Diana's Conqueror. I know you don't want to, but you really like it's so high value, dude. Bramble, it doesn't exist. Like that's not a real anti-heal.
well, what if I told you I could get both?
Oh, get both. There you go.
I like Randuin so much. You're gonna break my heart. I do go Bramble sometimes. And I should probably just... Yeah, I'm not that
No,
worried about
you
that
should get
map.
Orb. Oh. Oh, rip. Yeah,
No way, man.
yeah, you get Orb, bro. Trust.
Oh. Okay, I need to watch the stack. This is fucking... And I just want to go straight to Dragon. Oh, even though I really want to eat that Raptor camp and take it.
Yo, look, bot, look, bot. Alright, never mind.
I think especially with Baron, I want to get this into the turret.
You want to get Dragon no matter what. Somebody needs to be top. You should be telling Shen. Okay, never mind, he did back. Okay, cool. I didn't see him back. should be checking if you need it back for him. Yeah, okay. Resetting anyway.
Oh my god. Winnable as fuck. Is coaching therapeutic for you because you get to flame your viewers a little bit instead of the other way around?
No, it helps me detail though actually. Because then I'm like, I see you guys do shit that I do, and I'm like, oh my god, I do this shit too. I gotta makes me play better.
I don't think it was worth to stop his back.
Probably not. It's too risky. Darius was dead, but you don't know her. You only have 3. 4 with Shen, but still.
Okay, Baron's gone. My main objective here is to not stack with my teammates because I get fucked up if I do. Definitely don't want to stack right now. Oh, yeah, my team's too split. I shouldn't have stood there.
You're the front line, you know, so.
This is so good. Oh, I didn't realize Shen resulted me. That was not smart of him, but I think it was useless for Shen to ult me. But I guess my team didn't. Oh, I didn't realize it. Oh shit, he's still alive. Wait, no, that's Darius.
Nice, you can end. Oh, no, you can't. You get an inhibitor, though.
I think I want to take this top side camps because there's not an
It's risky.
objective coming up immediately.
I think it's too risky. If you get picked because they're fast.
I don't have the opportunity.
Yeah. It's like you're risking like the game for 100 gold. Even if it's like 5% chance you die, it's like too big of a chance. What should you do right now? What should you be telling your team to do?
Huh. Let Shen bot, I guess. Other than that, I don't know.
Fine. We'll go over it.
Alright, I'm building it.
Serpent's Fang?
I'm fucking doing it, man.
Okay.
I can't be stopped. Whoa, what was... Can you hear the game sounds?
Yeah, through your mic a little bit, but it's not that bad.
Oh, you can hear through my mic. Interesting.
Yeah, I hear something through your mic, but it's not that
Probably my
big a deal.
laptop, man.
Yeah. I muted the game sounds though. Shit's distracting.
I don't know.
Careful, you have no vision. You're pushing really far.
I would say, like, I don't know what my team is doing, but they're all there and I'm not, so clearly they know something I don't. Oh. Holy shit. Oh,
Fine, your
I
team
won the
wins.
game for my team. Easy clap.
Yeah. All right. What you should be telling your team to end. Don't tell them to do it, because sometimes I might do Baron. Yeah, tell them to end. Oh no, they're going top. What's happening? Oh my god, they're so lucky. Bro, they're so lucky. They just trolled.
I think they can still end.
They can. It's just he, and they can just poly him.
I have to
Shen
finish
STP
this
as well.
for the message. Oh, I love League of Legends.
Nice. There you go. Jesus.
What a banger of a game.
You guys actually won that. That's wild.
I gotta give it to the Lulu for pressing W.
All right, let me download this game and then I'll share my screen.
Yeah, I don't think that was my best work, but
I mean, you did pretty good. It wasn't bad at all.
oh, I need to stop sharing somehow. There we go.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so first things first. Well, we'll come back to this point actually. Well, hold on. Yeah.
Am I getting a copy
So
of the
so
notes?
how do you win first of all? Like how do you win? Okay, what the hell? Why isn't O working?
I think it's P.
No, P's pause. It used to be
Oh.
O, but I must have unbinded it.
How do I win?
How do I fucking scoreboard?
Tab?
Yeah,
I
but I
don't
have
know
to
how to see
hold it.
goal. Oh,
I wanna
yeah,
like
it's definitely an option in the client, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how to show gold on replays.
I don't either. I don't think you can. All right. So I mean, like, look at your comp, right? Like, how are you winning? You know what I mean?
Jinx and Aurelia.
Yeah. Like, so Shen, like, getting him ahead is cool and all. It's great, but like, I mean, is he gonna win you the game? Probably not,
Nah.
right? Are you gonna win the game?
Against that
Probably.
team, probably not.
Yeah, probably not against them. So, I mean, first of all, first things first, you should probably be playing bot side for the most part. When in doubt, you should be playing bot side, but it's more apparent like as we go later.
Yeah, I was surprised that they were pushing the turret as much as they were. I guess I'm just not that familiar with Sona Seraphine. I thought they were just gonna scale and farm with the wave in the middle.
I mean, they got a lot of poke. They're just pretty vulnerable. Um, so when you chose to start here, like, why did you choose blue? Like why choose
Because
blue instead of red?
I didn't think I was ever gonna get a gank off bot side.
Okay, so
So I wanted to path up towards top so I could meet Yi. Although we definitely don't win the 2v2 Darius Yi. I think I was pretty sure my mid would have prio.
yeah, that's fair. And if he has prio, then I mean, right, you could even consider invading, right? Especially I will leave fog on. Like especially with ignite, right? Like if you have mid priority or top priority or something, like I mean, don't you just when you're same level, don't you just 1v1 him? I could be wrong. I don't play either of the champs.
It's too like if Shyvana's damage, especially early, is super dependent on hitting her E.
Okay.
So if I miss it, then I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but yeah, I don't think where you started is a big deal. The main issue here was like you got lazy, bro. Like you smited. Go here. Wait. There you go. Yeah, like your smite. I mean, either smite the blue, right, or yeah, right. See, like if smite at full HP.
Yeah,
And that's why
that
he
makes
was
sense.
that's why he was able to like that's how he was able to do this. If you smite the blue, your clear's a little faster. Maybe you kill Grant before he even gets there. But I mean, this is just cheesy as fuck, and I usually get fucked by this when people do it because it's like Jarvan's or something. But I mean, like you just never need to smite full HP Grant. You can smite the
Yeah,
first. You can smite first buff for the quicker clear. Like, cause you actually shave like depending on the champion, you shave like 3 seconds or more sometimes off of your clear when you smite the first buff, or hold it, you know. But
yeah. I always smite at first.
yeah,
This is That happened to me frequently enough for me to worry about it. But yeah, I think I also should have like I knew where Jinx warded. I could have warded a little further out to look for an invade sooner instead of just like that was a wasted ward.
Yeah, this was a really bad ward. Also, like when you ward, the most common way people are going to invade is going to be through here.
Right.
So if you place your ward, then that's what I was going to try to tell you to do, but you place it real fast. If you place your ward here, you catch
Yeah.
you walking there, and then you sniff it out. Your team comes maybe, and then you just fucking kill him, right?
Yep.
But even then, like, yeah, I mean, like 95% of your games smiting the Gromp like that's not going to punish you, but like you almost lost the game because of how far behind you were after this.
Yep.
And then here, you just go race, but like why? Like why not go golems? Why not? Like why'd you choose race? I'm not saying one's been necessarily better, but what's the logic?
It's easier to clear with Shyvana E and W. And faster to clear. But
Okay.
other than that, no good reason.
So if you take race, well, let's just think ahead, right? Like let's say you take race here. I mean, then you have to go up to red, then you have to go golems here, right?
Yeah, and then my sequencing is fucked.
And then, well, not necessarily. But then, like, what do you do once you're here? Do you, like, the wave is kind of pushing here. I guess you could catch, but, like, by the time you kill these camps, this wave state's going to be slow pushing back probably. So maybe there's not a lot you can do here, right?
Yep.
Contrary, if you start here, if you go here, kill this, then maybe you can gank, right? Or, you know. And also, when you go a race like this, you're also more vulnerable, you know? And we see it when, because Yi can't get all the way up here, period, right? But we see that Yi actually ends up contesting you here because, yeah, because of this, right?
Yeah. So, I felt like because mid had Prio, it was actually safer to start Raptors, and then he threw the Prio in the trash.
Well, he had Prio, but because we knew where Yi was, right? Like, so if we know where Yi is and we know that Aurelia's all the way up here, you know, why aren't we pinging like Aurelia to back, right? Like, or to be like, hey, like, because it's given and it's like in our head, it's like, okay, well, like, I mean, duh, we just saw Yi. Everybody knows that Yi's there, but she's focused on her lane, right? She's not going to be paying as much attention to the jungler as you are.
Yeah,
So
I
you have to
actually
just,
thought I pinged, but I probably didn't.
maybe you did, but like that's one thing that I'm gonna go through a lot. Like you don't ping to communicate enough. Like one ping is not enough. Like you need like 2 to 3 every time you're trying to ever like say something. You ping 2 to 3 times, right? Like back. If it's like urgent, you'll do 3 or 4, right? But yeah. But then like she was far up, and if she listens, great. If she doesn't, like, I mean, as long as they listen 1 out of every 100 times to you, it's still profitable to continue to make those pings, right? Because it will help you. It will make your team better, which will help you climb. But yeah, so I mean, like that's what, like, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but like there's a lot of things to go from here, right? And if you start golems here, then you pat down, all of a sudden, right? You have a bit more wiggle room. Like you could look mid, especially again, we're trying to play around mid, right? Because if you start race, then you're playing around top here, or you're resetting.
Yeah, I think even like because I had a pink, I could have walked to red-ish, like top side of red, pinked it, and then started Krogs.
Like here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you could even go all the way over here, right? If you wanted to, or if you start race here, I mean, you could place pink here. Like I think this is a really good spot for a pink early game. I think this is a really good spot. I don't know how long you held on to this control word. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if this is the same one you had like 20 minutes later.
No, definitely not.
It's not okay. Yeah, but we don't have to spend too much time. But you know, like these little decisions, they do have like quite a big impact.
Yep.
All right. So you end up doing this. Fast forward, and then you choose to go crab here. This was good to go help him. I honestly would have just finished my red, but because it's just like scary going for that play, but it worked out. So
if I didn't have ignite, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I probably would have played my red, but maybe that was wrong. I don't play Shyvana a lot. So, dude, you have 4 farm. That's fucking tragic. Wait, you only have 4 CS? Didn't you get? Oh, you didn't get red buff.
Nope.
Oh, that's so tragic. Yeah, and this is all because you smited here, right? Or and didn't
Yep.
ward here. One of the two, right? I mean, even if you don't smite here, you're still coin flipping, which is annoying. But yeah. Um. Anyway, you did good for getting cheesed. But then you go crab here, and this is risky. I know you. I said this was risky, and you're like, no, because the jungle. You're thinking about the jungle, but we're not thinking about Diana. Like, let's do fog. Like, we don't see Diana here, right? We don't know where she is. When was the last time we saw Diana?
I wouldn't have been looking.
So this is the last time we see Diana. It is 3:15. Is the last time we see Diana. So she easily has enough time. I don't know what the fuck she was doing in base. I don't know if she was just sitting there AFK, but because she was like right here when you end up being here. Like you have 100 HP, right? Diana's lane is pushed in, so she has time to go do something. Our bot lane does not have priority. Like, yeah, he's not going to be there, but there is no reason that Diana could not be right here, right? Or, you know, like placing a pink here, or there's no reason like they don't have a ward and she goes and catches you, you know, or Sono goes up. Like, it's just super risky, right?
Yeah.
For almost no upside. I mean, I think this gives you. I think because you're so behind, you ended up getting like a decent amount of XP, like half a level almost, but.
Well, I didn't really care about the crab. I just needed something to hit to heal off and wait for my smite cooldown to get up so I could kill Gromp because I knew Gromp was going to spawn by the time the crab was done.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's fair, but
But
it
it was
might
risky.
have just been better because think about all the time you took to walk from here to here, just
Yeah.
to take a massive risk when you could have just reset and then walked here and just taken this and path down with your Gromp and your wolves coming up, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is like if I take this path, then you can just take my top side if it feels like it.
Exactly, right? But I think if he was paying it was smart, he would not think that you would do something like this, right?
Yeah.
He would probably assume that you just take your camps. Maybe he doesn't know how low you are. I think he would just. I think it would be dumb of you to go and take these, but it is something that he could do if he was stupid, right? Like it could be a dumb play that works out for him.
Yeah, I mean, all I know about him so far is that he's the horny bastard.
He's a cheesy bastard. He probably plays Kindred too. All right, so but yeah, so this was a big gamble. And let's keep going.
I think in my mind, like I had to take the gamble, even though it was risky to get back in the game, but that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think it is because honestly, I think if you would have reset, you would actually just be clearing faster.
Yep.
I think this put you behind you a little further, honestly, but and then right here, I know you end up not going immediately because there's no jinx, and I think that's fine.
I think it's because I
You're
had
low as
200
shit.
health.
Yeah, you're low as shit. You're level 2. After the Gromp though, this is also where I know you were considering it, but like I couldn't make an assessment myself because you just don't check lanes enough. I don't think. Like
Yeah.
like a big thing I noticed, it was really hard for me to get a grasp on like what you should do a lot because you just almost never check lane states. Like maybe like once a minute, like once every like
Yeah,
2
I
or 3
look at
camps,
the
you'll look at a lane, but like
I
that's
look at
not
the
enough.
minimap some, but and like just assume that the lane is wherever, like the wave is wherever the people are, but it takes very little to actually look at the lane.
Yeah, I mean all you have to do is just like I don't even use the F keys. I just just right and then spacebar real quick to get back to your character. Like it just like even just like a literally just like a little screenshot. Like you don't even need to sit there and stare at them to process it. You can take a little screenshot and then your brain can process it later. Like, oh, okay, they're low, you know.
Yep.
But they're both right? Like you take this and I think you're like 2/3 HP with the heal and the level up. Like they're like Lulu's kind of low. Like I don't know if this is I don't know, right? But I'm just kind of thinking like, you know, you didn't know either, but
I think I looked at the lane at that point and said I didn't want to go because Jinx wasn't there. But yeah, I don't know that it was the wrong play or the right play.
Yeah, it could have been, you know, it's just we just needed to gather more information is my point, right? It's just hard to figure it out. I think you made the right play. I think this is the right play, but we could have weighed our options a little more.
Yeah.
And then full clear here is fine, probably. Yeah, this was fine. And also, like you said, you feel like you're trying to catch up. I mean, are you going to be able to catch up to him at this point, right? Like just farming.
So
Like I think your primary goal shouldn't be to just like try to clear and catch up to him as best you can, because he has pretty good clear. Like I think you clear a bit faster still, but like you're not just catching up to this guy by taking camps. So you should be looking for opportunities, whether they're, you know, whether it's a force that you think is like pretty favorable for you. Like honestly, at this rate, you might be okay with like a coin flip, like a 50-50 force. You have a losing mid at this stage. You get outscaled. You're behind a shit. So if you can get like a, you know, 3v2 or like 2v2, it's like pretty close gamble. I don't think it's a bad idea, just because if they're smart, they can they can never give you a 50-50, right? They can just bully you from here on out. But you do full clear, which I think is fine. Like there's not really anything you can do besides taking your camps, which is good. I don't really have anything for a bit because you're just killing camps. Your mid solo winning was nice too. She really came back actually.
Yeah, that was nice. I had a mechanical Krug clear there.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was dead. Yeah, this guy pissed on him.
All right, and so I remember this is where we were talking about like, you know, you might be bot side. There's not really anything you can do because your top laner, your mid laner did die, but
Yeah, I remember saying if I had smite, I would want to do the crab because I think they're dragon, but I don't have smite, so it's
yeah,
not worth it. And you said I should just go back.
yeah. This is if your laners were not so chunked and your mid wasn't dead like that, this isn't a situation where even if you don't know if they're doing it, you want to be like communicating that they're doing it. And even now, just pinging to be like, hey, I think he's on dragon is smart, because your bot lane, you know, they may not realize that, right? Like it's just good to like anytime you have information that you should just share it with your team, right? Like if you know where Yi is at, you should just share it with your team, right? Ping, say Yi's here, or if you think they're doing Dragon or Rift, you should share it with your team, because a lot of this stuff like is given for you, or it's like it's good to share that info, because you make the more you ping, the more you try to control and communicate with your teammates. I mean, respectfully, as long as you're not like typing like do this, do this, do this, but like if you're communicating like back off, there's other examples where I'll show you where you could have, you know, like there was a lot of fights that you're going into that were just fucking doomed, and you even, I can even tell you were like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but you just went with it instead of like
Yeah,
at
the
least
one I
trying
ripped
to
Herald.
at least trying to be like back off, or like, you know, we can't do this. You just went along with it and died, and it's like, you know,
Yep.
but he ends up doing this, and then yeah, here's another one over here, 755. Yeah, he was bad though. He's making some stupid plays. Here, you would just invade here? Oh, what the hell?
Hell yeah.
Bro, what the hell?
That was my favorite part.
That was random. But it's another example of like where you just you kind of just invade
You
with
mean he invades?
no, you kind of right
Oh,
here. Sorry.
yeah.
Wait, why isn't it just locking on you? Right here you invade. Like you don't even look at mid. Like it's just a little like I don't, you didn't even look to see what HP she was, right? Is she low? Is she, you know, whatever? And you don't have like, I mean, you don't have priority, right? You don't know what her HP is. Yi's missing. I don't.
Well, we knew you wasn't there, but yeah,
Yeah.
even without that, she could
Um,
have just
like she should
yeah,
collect.
the
She could
whole
collapse
stuff.
on you, and then by the time, you know, you're level 5, right? Like you don't have flash. Like you're just dead. I don't know.
Yep.
And like look at bot lane, right? Like you have absolutely no. Like if she was low or something, yeah, maybe then. But like she could have just killed you. I don't know why she didn't. I think she saw you too, because the E. But this is just like a super risky invade as well. I know you thought it was free because I think he backed or died or something, but
He was
yeah,
dead,
he
yep.
died. Yeah, he died in the invade. But it's good to look for these plays, but you just got to be careful, like especially when you're something vulnerable like this. Also, the Sork boots. Are you sure? Your clear is
100%.
your clear is slow as shit when you go Sork boots.
Uh,
Because you don't do it doesn't do any damage to the camps.
uh, that's what Citric goes most of the time.
Oh, that's fair. Like I said, I'm not, you know, it. I mean, it does speed up your clear because you move faster. He knows Shyvana better than I do, so
They,
I'm not
y-
gonna say what he does is bad. But like, it just like like a recurve bow would be like 10 times more damage. But
yeah, but you don't. It's not part of the build. The reason Sork shoes are so good is because you get it along with your ult, and your E does a shitload of damage.
yeah, that's fair.
That's why
Because
it's so strong.
you do the Bammy Cinder build, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and this is probably better than Bammy, so that's fine. Yeah, okay. I was just surprised by it. Yeah, because you didn't go Nashers like most Shivs do.
Yeah.
Um, if
It
if you go
it
Nashers,
just
do you
makes it
take recurve
too
bow
much.
or do you take boots?
I would generally, if I remember, I would take recurve bow. Often I forget that I'm like the build is different at the start, so I just get Sork shoes. But yeah, you would get recurve bow.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Yeah, another big one here is 850, like right here.
Too much free information.
Sorry, not right here. Right here once we see Yi, right? I believe Yi spotted here.
Oh, when I did the crab incident.
Oh, yeah, he's not even spotted. Yeah, the crab. You gotta take
Yeah,
risks.
that
You gotta
was.
take, yeah, like it's first crab. If it's second crab, I mean, then we have an argument, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't even realize it was first crab.
724 is first crab, 724 HP. The second one always has like 1100 or 1300 or something.
Yeah, I think it was fine to like hit it once, but then as soon as I see Darius not react, I should have passed
Yep.
straight to it.
And then you see Ebot, you gotta take that rift right away because now it gives Darius time to clear this wave if he wants to, or it gives Diana time to roam. Right? Shen does have R, I believe, so you're safe if like one person comes, but if two come, then you guys are like, you're a little dangerous, right?
Yep.
So and it's not a big deal. You don't get punished for it, but and also you should have spotted Yee's. You should it was you didn't even look at Yee's buffs when he ganked. So you don't even know where he went, right? Like he could have went top, pat down, and then ganked bot, right?
Yeah, were it not for the blue timer.
Do what?
Like the blue timer indicates that, but like if it weren't for that, then I would have no idea.
Well, you didn't have the blue timer, did you?
You see it spawning when it's about to spawn, right?
Yeah, but that's for everybody. That's not just for you.
Yeah,
You only
exactly.
see that if if you have vision of it being dead.
I thought you saw it when it's like about to respawn. I thought everybody got to see it.
I don't think so. No, I don't
Oh,
think
maybe
so.
I'm
I
tripping.
think only if you see it dead. You don't have to see it die, but if you see it dead, um, like if you see it die, then you get the perfect timer of it, right? When you press
Yeah.
tab. But if you walk and you see that it's dead, then you get the timer. But if you don't actually get vision of it, it won't spawn that timer.
Huh. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, and I would have taken. I just assumed that because he was body cleared his bot side, but like, what am I doing, right? Like, I'm just hitting a Rift Herald, so there's no reason not to look bot.
yeah, exactly. There's no reason not to just click and get information. I Now you're making me second guess myself, but yellow
I, s-
timers.
I
I'm
swear
pretty
it doesn't
sure.
like. As soon as it turns bright yellow, I swear it shows for everybody. But it like doesn't make your point wrong because if it weren't about to spawn, then I
You wouldn't have
wouldn't know the
known, yeah.
timer.
Let
Yeah,
me look. Maybe they changed it.
I was just trying to say I got lucky, not that I disagreed with you.
No, yeah, I know. Let me what's the timer here?
So I think I'm like relying on my intuition as a crutch instead of knowing things for sure.
Oh, you're right. When a when a monster that has a timer has less than 60 seconds to spawn, its timer is revealed to both teams, regardless of their vision on the camp. Wait.
I swear it's just red and blue, not everything.
Yeah. It's for the blue and the red. I need to know this now.
A little bit of jungle gap information.
That can't be real, right? That's kind of like
Yeah, no, it is. It's a
when
thing.
do jungle respawn timers? Respawn timers show if you didn't see enemy can't die. Alright, I'll fucking look at it later. I can't find it easily. Alright, so... Alright, well then I'm wrong maybe, I don't know.
Well, no, your point isn't
I usually know
incorrect.
where
Like,
people...
if it
Yeah,
wasn't about to spawn, then I wouldn't have had that information.
yeah,
And I would have been like, oh, maybe his blue's up.
yeah. Okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, so you did that. Let me see where we at.
We had the
9:20.
crab incident.
Yes, we have the crab incident. I think I asked you, where's Diana?
Yeah, you did.
And she's been bought for like a fucking minute. And when I asked you, she literally just disappeared. So like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's just another, you know, you're not really looking around to see like what's what, right? And so now, like, right, if Diana's not ball lane, like this is troll. You know what I mean? Invading here, like this is dangerous, right? Because Yi died already. We don't know where Diana is. What if she comes and wards over here, right? You're half HP. Darius is here. Your top laner is nowhere to be found. It's just, right, this is just super risky. I know you were, it was smart though. You did have a good read. Like, you took the blue.
He was dead.
Yeah, you took the blue and you're like, I shouldn't take another because he's coming and I might die, right? Which he would have met you there. So that was smart. But, you know, if we don't know where Diana is, then this in the first place is questionable.
Yep.
But I don't think it's too big of a deal. That wasn't a big thing. It was just more like not paying it, just pointing out how you need to pay more attention to the minimap and location of everybody. All right, so this is also a big one too. After this golems, you reset, right? And you choose to go top. Why do you choose to go top?
What's the dragon timer?
Like a minute and 10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good question.
We'll just play it, and then you can see when the timer pops up, because I don't know how to make it pop up. But
Oh, you know, I was probably like, oh, my red's up. I'm gonna go
I think you were too. Yeah, you went top because of your red, and I think you just wanted
I think I was actually pathing towards mid.
Well, you were
Like, I
pathing to
clicked up
top,
and then I corrected mid.
Well, you were pathing to red, and then the fight broke out mid, so you corrected to mid.
Yeah.
But so it just is more about the decision you made, and you do end up going top here, right? And then dragons spawning, as we see in a minute, they're all in position, right?
Yeah,
You're
and
taking
Shenel
wraiths in this, right? So it's just, you're basically just giving away dragon, right?
I saw Shenel was down. It felt like we were behind at this point, and like they had all the prio they needed to take it, so it felt like a needless risk to contest it.
Well,
And
Shen has
because
TP though, so his ult's down, but he has TP, right? And Darius does
it's
not have
14
TP,
minutes yet.
but he can still TP to a fight, right? And Darius,
Yeah.
he can still get there, and Darius can't be there. So, like, if you go to contest, he can just TP here, and then boom, you have 5 people. They have 4, right?
Yep.
You take Rift. Yeah, you take the full turret here.
Almost. It had
yeah.
36 health.
But I mean, that's just, and also you ended up taking race, but not even taking red, right? When you went top here, because you wanted to take both, which is like, I think just because if you start red here, then you can path down and you can take a race, you can path down, you can take this, and then you can be there for dragon. There's like, I feel like this top play worked out, but it shouldn't have worked out. You know what I mean? Like, because you're also trading, like you're going up for this. You're kind of like, let's go back, right? Like, look at the position of this. Like, you're basically ganking from here as a Shyvana, right? Like, you're looking to like make this play. Like, I think you want to maybe dive. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I did.
we know that their entire bot lane is, and everything is like bot side here. It just is like, it worked out, but I just don't know if it means it's the right play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting because to me it was like the only play. I was under the impression like, oh, Shen doesn't have ult. My
Hmm.
team is so far pushed in. I have Rift Herald. I know they're all gonna be bot. Where should I use Rift Herald? Top. But I think what you're saying is right. It's just an interesting like I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like Dragon's Doom. I
Yeah,
just want to take top.
yeah,
And then again, like I didn't look. All I was doing was hitting a turret, and I didn't look to see where Diana was. And then she killed us both.
yeah, for sure. I don't know if this TP's up or not. I don't. Is it up? I can't tell. If this TP's up, why the fuck isn't Shen
It doesn't
TPing?
look like it's up. No, it's not.
But it was up like 30 seconds ago. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know how
it
it's
might be a
working.
spectator.
I think it's a spectator bug. But either way, it's just again, right? Even then, Shen had Darius pushed in, right? So he didn't even need a TP. He could just push him in, and then he could just walk down, right? So it doesn't even matter that he doesn't have TP. The play still remains that we could easily, like, it's just,
Team double kill.
yeah. I mean, you get my point. You get why they're like, this is definitely a play, but if you go bot lane, you can also counter gank this, right? We saw how deep they dove, and part of it is because they probably saw you top lane. But yeah, it's dragons, especially as Shyvana, right? Dragons are extra important. Doesn't it give you like bonus
It's
stats?
it's like useless. It's 5
Is it
armor and
really?
MR.
Okay, that's pretty
It's
useless.
nothing.
I thought it was like 20 or something.
No, I mean if you have 4, then it's 20. But yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty trash.
it's
Is that her passive? Like,
yeah.
that's trash.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And I think the other thing that helps your argument is like, even assuming we don't die to Diana, it's at best a neutral play, and every neutral play advances the game by several minutes. And if they outscale us, then neutral
Yeah,
plays are not favorable.
yeah. I mean, you're trading. Like you could have just rifted, right? And then like you could have rifted, and then you could have pinged Shen like, "Hey, come to Dragon," right? And your rift would still get to turret. You would force Darius to stay top. You would
Yep.
you'd still get the gold, and you'd be here to match 5v4, right? If they pick them out here and they dive, guess what? You guys collapse from here, and you potentially kill them, right? So there's a lot of different ways you could have played it, but I don't think necessarily doing a little bit of shit top is fine. But I think with a minute to go for Dragon, um, just be very careful about pathing top after resetting.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I'll show you a further point too where you got bailed out. You guys won shortly after, like up here.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, that was I remember the Herald incident too, but that was honestly like I could not figure out. I should have just looked at the map, but I could not figure out why I had 4 teammates bot
Yeah, it's all good.
when that happened. But I
Um,
should have played around the fact that they were bot.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't even the fact you got picked there. It was because of what you did. You guys didn't do 45 seconds. Like when I asked you what should you do here, and you said I don't know, and I said okay, we'll talk about it later. Then that directly led to this play right here, which is why we'll talk about. So next point is all right. Here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to say good job here. I mean, it wasn't like a big deal, but I mean, not here. You guys kill him, yeah. But this was just a good play to invade and take his camps. I mean, it was good. That's pretty much. I mean, that's just wanted to. It was a good read because you killed them all. You take his camps here. It's something that a lot of people just don't do enough, right? They might just go back and take their camps up here. Like a lot of people might have just gone and started their full clearing, right? But I mean, this is really good.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about
I think you
farm.
should have taken the race, but I think you were a little scared of it. But it's fine.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would have cleared them before you got there. And
Yeah, it's all right. Here's another one. You do recognize, like, oh shit, mid lane. It's just a little too late. You know what I mean? We'll see that.
I'm gonna go because I didn't have ult.
Yeah, but still, because you might be like, oh, I can't do anything, but like also here, I mean, we'll show it. So let's wait till like. So right here, you can take a look. You should be like, while you're right clicking here, you shouldn't even be looking at your character. You should be paying attention to what's happening. You should see Aurelia go in here, right? And then all of a sudden, You see her go back in. This like right here, like I mean, you don't have inhuman reactions, like you know what I mean. Like you see this, and then okay, maybe now we should turn, right?
Yep.
Right? Oh, looks like you. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Looks like you actually followed pretty well.
Yeah, and I remember saying like I don't have ult, so I really don't want
Yeah.
to do this, but I don't have a choice.
Yeah, yeah. You actually had pretty good reactions. I was gonna say I probably wouldn't have gone in. I must have misread in this in the moment though. I probably wouldn't have gone in when because she did have her initial thing, and I like I said, it was hard to get a full read of things because I had to look at the mini map a lot of the times.
Yeah, so something I could have done. Is Rift Herald about to be up? I think it is. Something I could have done. I don't know if it would have been good, but like not used abilities and just out of the camp to get my ult sooner if I thought there was going to be a fight happening.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I was just in farm mode.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Also, you could have just gone straight to red. Again, you're just trying to be efficient here, but sometimes just getting that red buff and then making sure you have it so that you can come if you need to.
Yeah, I have red buff here.
Oh yeah, you're right, don't you? Yeah, because you took his. Okay, never mind then. That's fine. Yeah, I just like all right. Then just ignore this because you did go at a decent time, but you should. I mean, you should have been looking a little more, right? Because
Yep.
I didn't. I was using the information you had, and when I look at the mini map, I see Aurelia going in. Right here, I see Aurelia going in, and then you react about 3 seconds later, I think. And if we look, right, but again, I think you reacted it. Your reaction was fine. If you were quicker, like great, you're a god, but. Like, it's hard to predict she would go back in like that. Because if you're there 3 seconds earlier, you're kind of there to fight the Yi, and, you know what I mean? Like, you're there to maybe kill him, and who knows? Like, you get ult, but it's fine. This wasn't a big deal then.
Right?
No. But yeah, you do, actually.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I don't go in because I'm not an idiot.
Alright, so 16.
That was the Herald incident.
I think so.
remember
This
I
is
ulted
one of
over the
those.
wall to clear the wave, and then I didn't have ult for Herald.
Well, also, you gotta use pings to communicate, right? Like,
Yeah, I should ping back.
yeah, you should tell your team, like, back the fuck up because this is, you know, this is dumb. Instead, you just go along with it, and you have to take just as much responsibility. You know, when you don't even, if you try to tell them no and don't back off, and you're like, well, I might as well die with them, and sometimes that's okay. Like, you might as well flip if they're gonna flip it. I mean, don't grief them. Like, flip it with them if you have to. Sometimes, right? Like Shen right here is just going in, just like you know. Instead, Lulu's pinging, you know, help, 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 right? Instead, it should be he's dead, like let him die, or we should be pinging Shen like way before, like back off, you know?
Yeah, and I again like I could have just autoed the Krugs instead of using abilities to make sure I had my ult, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Because it was 3v4 when Shen got caught and be like, oh, we can kill him, and then we just stacked and got murdered.
yep.
But if I had my ult, maybe something could have been different.
This is honestly when I thought you guys lost too. I thought you guys were just done.
So,
I was like, damn, this is gonna be a quick one. I didn't think you lost here, but I was like, it's gonna be hard to come back.
yeah.
But and then also, like nice enough, I also had a mark here at this exact moment, you know, to basically be like, because I was gonna be like, you know, next time, how do we win, right? But like, how do we win from here, right? What do you like? What's the win con here? You ended up winning, so like, what did you do to win, right? How did you guys like what is your like what should you be focusing on? What should you be trying to get your team to do?
I think the fight that went the best was the one where I completely separated Sona and Seraphine from their team.
Yeah,
Um,
more like macro, more instead not necessarily micro in team fights, but like
yeah.
macro, like what's like. I mean, how do you win from here, right? You guys lose inhibitor. Um, you lose inhibitor, they outscale, as a whole. So, like looking at your comp, I mean, like you just go mid in 5v5. You know what I mean? What would you if you had time right now to like think and you could tell each person to do exactly what you wanted to do, like or you had like a, you know, if you
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
you get what I'm saying?
I would say the most important things we do, other than like grouping for objectives and that sort of thing, like playing around Channel is probably the like broadly the best thing that can get us back in the game. And
Yeah.
I
So
think
if you're playing around channel, do you
baiting
want to
their
group?
ults.
Like, do you want to group for objectives if you're playing around Channel?
Other than Shen, yes, but
All right, so you,
not as 5.
yeah, I think that's fine. I think, but at this state of the game, like, do you guys win a 5v5? Like, do you win even if you're like, because like, what if Darius just doesn't go and it doesn't match Shen, right? He pushes a wave, and then maybe he gives up tier 2 top, and then they go for Dragon, right? Or they go for Baron, like like what it, like, you know what I mean? Like, so that I feel like that's a lot of times that's just not enough, you know? There has to be something
Yeah.
more you're looking for in between, right? Because that's also, you're saying every 4 minutes let's do a little macro, right? Let's do a little team fight, and that's so there's a lot of time in between that which you can use to your advantage. I mean the general overarching things that I would try to focus on here is denying soul, right? Even if it's
Yep.
just getting one dragon, that buys you an extra 5 minutes, right? Because right now you have 6 minutes till you lose, if you know what I mean. Like, or
Yep.
1 minute, and then you have 5 minutes until you're forced to take a shit fight, no matter how bad it is. So denying soul with whatever you can do, right? Like, and just tell your team, like, look, if we need to give this one, give it, but we need a soul. We need to stop at least one thing, right? That should be
Yep.
that should be a big priority. But that's not going to be enough, right? Because all that's going to do is stall the game, and the longer you stall, the scarier it gets. Like, you have Jinx Lulu, but I mean, Yi, Seraphine, Sona, it's a little scary.
Yeah, I think even like I shouldn't have even gone for demonic embrace at this point. Like if I at any point, like maybe if I played like a god I could be the win con, but at this point I'm so far from the win con that I should just be building utility items.
Yeah, I think that item was bad, but I think Banshees is like pretty good, right? Like,
I've never ever built banshees in my
not really.
life.
That's pretty good in Shyvana. I feel like 15 of their kills are AP, so I
Uh or what's it called? Abyssal Mask or Force
yeah,
of Nature are typically the MR items of choice.
I would have gone. Yeah, I mean, I just would have got an MR item probably if I was you, but.
Yeah, I think I should have just gone straight to tankiness. I mean, demonic embrace
And we'll
obviously
talk
does a
about
little
the
bit,
a
but
fucking Oblivion Orb, by the way. We'll have a conversation about that. I can't believe you about Bramble. I thought you were joking at first. I was like, oh shit.
no. I
No,
mean,
no.
so typically the build is Frostfire, Sorks, Demonic Embrace, and then either Thornmail or Randuin's, and then either what is it called? Abyssal Mask or Force of Nature, and then Gargoyle. That's like the full build. So it did not, because like if I was going AP, then yeah, sure, it would be good. But I felt like AP would be shit here because they had so much shielding.
Well, it's not about the AP. It's fine. We'll go over it later. I want to finish this point. But the number one way that like you can come back from these situations is like, you need a big swing play, right? A lot of the times they're not just gonna gift you. They're not just gonna gift you like an ace, right? So like, how do you swing it? Um, you don't have, like, you didn't get early dragons. Um, I mean, just like, right? I wrote down, some type of Baron, right? If you're able to get Baron in some situation, right? Look, like, picks is a big number one way to come back when you're behind, is looking for picks, right? Like, you don't
Yeah, and
have
it
to be
really is
playing,
like our big machine.
yeah, like, you don't have to be playing Elise or fucking Vigor to like make picks and just one shot somebody, right? Like, you can make picks with your comp, right? You have Lulu, you have Aurelia, you have Shen, you got CC, right? You got you. But like, picks is a big one, right? And like, the best way to get picks is to vision, right? Whether
Yep.
it's warding defensively, and then sitting, waiting for them to maybe clear the wards, whether it's uh, you know, playing aggressive with sweeper, trying to find gaps in their vision. It's just, you got to look for some play, right? You can't just like autopilot take camps and farm, like, and then just like root for objectives and then just die because you're behind. You want to try to like find a way to
Team's turret has been destroyed.
um you want to try to find a way to, like, sneak a win, right?
Yep.
Sneak some type of advantage. I know you guys do end up shortly after, like, they do end up just gifting you basically an ace. I think you guys kill like Seraphine and Sona and shit like that.
This Aurelia just fucking popped off.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
Yi
is
invades
part of
you,
it.
yeah, and they just get it to you and they get you dragon. That's exactly what happens. He's just, yeah.
Yeah, he was too horny.
So you get the dragon here, which is good. Yeah, I mean, they just straight up run it. So,
Oh yeah, no, it's
yeah, like they just
being
straight up
traded
run
out
it.
very
So
conspiratorial.
you got gifted that. I mean, that was nice.
Shut
Okay,
down.
This is the
1845 is my
oblivion
next
moment.
one.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So this is another
Oh, this is when we
ping.
die.
Yeah, I think this is another pinging situation where, yes, exactly. I remember this now. So, I mean, like, you know this can't be done.
I actually thought maybe we could because Aurelia was pretty fed and I had ult. And but can you go to the left a bit? I just want to see if we had vision of anything other than Yi in our jungle.
No,
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
we did. Yeah,
Oh,
right there.
you saw Yi in your jungle, yeah.
Yeah, right. So I just wanted to see if I thought there was anybody else there,
Oh,
and I was
okay.
pretty sure there wasn't. And I knew, like, I knew for a fact Aurelia was gonna go in because she's like that's the personality she's demonstrated so far.
So if you knew
So
Aurelia was going to go in, then why did you pat down, right? You could have
yeah,
if you were here from the start, you guys maybe could have won, but I don't even think so. You just don't have damage, right?
yep.
This isn't the end of the world, but like, I, for one, wouldn't have even risked it, but if you do know for a fact she's going to do it, I mean, you know, you had vision ahead of time, you should also just be using pings, right? Just be like, if you think she's going to do it and you think you can do it, you know, do a little assist me ping,
Right.
and then run for it. If you don't think she can do it, back off. And if she says, if she in response to your back off pings, if she's like, you know, let's do it, if you think there's a chance you can pull it off, I mean, you probably just do it,
Yep.
because otherwise she's just going to suicide probably, or you can call her bluff and maybe she'll back off. You know, abandoning her, she might tilt. I don't know. It just, you use your own judgment. But either way, like, let them know what you want to do. If you want to fight it, you know, let's do it. If you don't, you know, back up.
Yep.
Because that almost got him Woodsend, I think, too. That was pretty good for him, that double kill. Okay, and
I have
then
to pee
you have to pee.
terribly
Oh,
badly.
go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Thanks. All right, I'm back. Thank you.
No worries. All right.
Oh, I unplugged my headphones. All right, I'm good.
All right. Cool. So this is another one.
Red team's turret
This is the
has been
Baron.
destroyed.
So you guys end up fighting this. So we pick them. That's not enough to take Baron, I don't think. Just killing Diana.
Sona ulted, which is helpful, but Lulu,
Yeah.
Lulu lost it. So
So here is where, okay, you know. Also, Haruo would just be abandoning this red buff. I don't know if you did. You don't. I would have just abandoned it. But anyway, we kill Yi, right? So right here, the moment Yi dies, like maybe a second or two before, you need to be pinging Baron, right? You should already have an idea. You should already be thinking about it after a pick. You should be, you know, you got to be like quick, because look what Jinx does, right? Fucking running around. You know, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's literally on an auto path or something,
Oh,
right? But you gotta ping this
damn, man.
immediately because it worked out for you guys. But I mean, we'll go and see how close it was, right? Like we can see that.
I'm so surprised Darius is just like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like 2 seconds earlier, Diana, she's farmed, right? She's fat. What is her build actually?
Red team has slain
Looks
Baron
like
Alright,
she
she's
was
not
thinking
that
about
strong, I guess.
Nashor's and then looked it up and
Half a
realized that was a
Zonia,
shit
half her
item.
Nasher. But yeah, I mean, like a little earlier, and if Darius came, I mean, you guys could have got wiped right there, right? So
Yeah, I had no idea it was bot. That's I think they're mental. Like I wish I could see their game chat because Sona was saying some crazy shit.
oh, I'm sure they were toxic, bro.
Sona, they were having a meltdown. Yeah, I thought Aurelia was gonna keep going. I was glad she didn't.
Yeah, but like I said, it worked out. But you gotta be, you gotta be the leader of the cavalry. You gotta be
Yeah,
using. You should be pinging like no joke. Like you should be pinging like a couple times a minute. Honestly, like I ping like I ping. I don't want to say nonstop, but like I'm always like pinging like where I'm going for the most part, or like where the jungler is. And pinging my if somebody's pushing and I think the jungler's there, I'll ping him back off. Ping the jungler like.
yeah. Drop penis on the map.
Yep. And as soon as we do anything, we get kills. I'm like pinging immediately on dragon. I'm pinging immediately to turret. I'm pinging whatever I want them to do.
Yep.
And myself, I'm pinging. I'm pinging to do it. Right away. Is
This
that
was your Oblivion Orb moment. Yeah,
yes?
that makes sense.
So Oblivion Orb, like, it's not about the stats. Well, first of all, who's auto attacking you? Because that's why it's so shit. You have to be auto attacked. So who's auto attacking you?
You can get hit by Master Yi Q or Diana Q or Darius.
No, it's
Any?
no, it's not. It's physical damage.
What
Or
does it
it's
say?
attack. It's
Master
an
Q.
attack, right? Isn't that an auto attack, or is it just any
I have
attack?
no idea. Let's look it up, shall we?
I was always under the impression that it was an auto attack.
Ooh. Uh, I don't know. It just says an attack. What is an attack? It's talking about the.
I think it's basic attack.
Yeah, I can't
On
find
Mobifire, it
anything.
says maybe they changed it, but on Mobifire, it says when struck by a basic attack on hit, deal 3 damage. That was in
It says
2020. They may have
yeah,
reworked
that's
it.
it says attack, but I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. So it used to be like that. I don't know if they changed it. Yeah, 9 months ago it was that as well. Um,
Yeah, I kind of thought of, I didn't think it was spells, but I did think it would be like
I believe it's
Master
auto
EQ.
attacks. But when does Brimobus?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we should just assume it's because I'm on League of Legends .fandom. Is that the official site or no?
Got it. It's fine. We can just assume it's an auto attack because I don't know otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, um, I just want to find out for myself. I'm learning all kinds of things. All
I
right,
could
it's okay.
be instructive here.
So yeah, we'll assume it's because it's been like that for years. So I'm gonna assume it's still an auto attack because that would be a pretty big upgrade. But like, who's auto attacking you? And even if it's not auto attack, like again, who's like he might hit you with the Q, sure, but that's not a given really. Okay, and
Yeah, I was pretty surprised by the healing reduction it had. Like after I bought it, I think the first time I backed it was like 1300 healing reduced.
on Bramble
Yeah, on mine.
on this game, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
we can wait and see.
Yeah, we can wait and see. But like you can't apply it to like Seraphine and Sona are not going to be auto attacking you, right? Diana
Yep.
is not going to be auto attacking you, most likely. Yi, I probably won't. Like you're just a lot of times you're not going to be the target of auto attacks ever. You might be the target of an attack, but I don't fucking know what that is.
Yep.
And it's also armor as shit, right? Like he does magic damage and he does true damage, right? Doesn't his
Yeah, Randuin's would be shitty this game for
yeah.
sure.
Well, just like the armor from the bramble is useless for the most part, right? And like the Oblivion Orb gives you some stats actually, and you're not building a Morello. Like you're not going to actually finish a Morello this game. I mean, probably not at least, and you're probably not finishing a Thornmail. If you are, like, I wouldn't even bother, right? Like you're buying the Grievous Wounds for the 800 gold. You're not buying it for the full item. So
you would say like
you should go Oblivion Orb because
yeah, and then
because
build
it's
an MR
AoE.
item, right?
Yeah, like go Oblivion Orb and then build another item. Don't build Morello.
An MR item.
Yeah, I'm an MR item, not armor, because you don't. Most of the damage you're taking is magic damage.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's just Bramble's just never been a good. It's never really been. It's usually good like 1v1 against like Fioras and shit. Like it's not like.
Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry.
It's alright. It's not like it's not a great applier of Brambles to AoE and team fights. Thornmail's not bad if you're playing like Maokai or some shit, right?
Yeah.
But like you have to spend 3,000 gold to get that. Bramble is just yeah. But that's why like the art like I get you want to be tanky, but it's also just not about. It's just about applying Grievous Wounds, and 1E with Oblivion Orb just applies it to like 3 people potentially. If somebody walks over your flame, boom, right? They've got it. So it's just a better applier. Right. Let's go 24 minutes. So this is one where you have a fight here, and I just want you to I want to like analyze the fight a little better because you guys ended up winning the fight, but I didn't like what you did. Maybe it was the right play. I didn't get to see the back line of the fight. So when you go for this play, you end up diving in, which is fine off the bat.
Beautiful dodge.
But then from here, so we see Diana going on the back line, right? This is the Diana, right? And then also, right, you're zoning these two, like, great, everything. Like, we even see her get fucked up like that.
Yeah, and Shen ulted me.
Yeah, which is weird. But, like, look where Yi's going, right? Like, if you kill them, like, great, but then what if Master Yi and Diana are alive? You just insta-die, you know what I mean? What happens if you kill Master Yi, right? Then they have Seraphine Sona. I mean, that's nothing, right? So I think what you should have done was turned, because even if you miss out on killing Seraphine here, if you kill these two and you don't get wiped, I mean, you automatically, like, you're gonna get the same amount of shit. You're just gonna get like 300 less gold, right? Like, you're still gonna get this. You're still probably gonna get this. You just get 300 less gold. This is just like it's like being really greedy. It looks like they end up pulling it off.
Yeah, I assumed that if Shen ulted them, then it was like the easiest job of their life. And my thinking was that Sona and Seraphine are like, at least late game, they're teamfight champions. So if it's losing me for the two of them, then that seemed worth it. But Shen ulting me, and also Shen building demonic embrace. I didn't see that before.
That's actually like a lot of Shens do that. I don't know why it's so good, but I think for the big shield, like, it's actually like meta.
Just this game, it felt like a stupid idea, but
yeah,
I
think you played. This was a great engage, and I think you ulting in and zoning Sona Seraphine was perfect. I think that was great. I don't think that was bad at all. It's probably partially why you guys won the team fight, and also them missing ults. I think this right here is great, but then what I'm saying is immediately after this, like, when you see Yi running, you need to be running, if that makes sense, right? You need to be running and going to help, because if these guys die, you know, you guys win. But if these guys kill your backline, you're fucked.
Yep.
But I mean, that's the only thing is just I thought the engage was good. Just, you know.
I can't believe that Shen ult.
Yeah, the Shen. Yeah, and obviously Shen should have ulted Jinx. You can't control that though. He ulted. You know, you can't control that. He should have ulted Jinx. But overall, I mean, it was fine. I thought your engage was great. And then here's the big thing. So I said, what should you guys do right here? It was 2550 is what I have marked. Now you do this, you take this, and then you guys back off. And I say, what should you do right here? Baron's like, I don't know, like 2 minutes, something like that. Minute and a half, 2 minutes. Dragon's like 3 minutes or something like that. Now, do you have any more thoughts about what you should do here? Like what
Maybe take
should
the bot
you and
side
your team?
jungle or take the bot turret.
So
Because the wave's at the bot turret and they're
the number
fighting
one.
off mid wave.
I mean, how do you win from here? Like, what's the next step? What's the next play to win?
I can't see the timers.
Yeah, like I
The
said,
next
Baron's like
objective.
130 to 2 minutes. I think Dragon's like 3 minutes.
If Baron was within a minute and 30, then the crab probably
But what can you do before that though? Right?
cleared
Like,
their vision.
yeah, exactly. Like what you should do after you guys reset, you should be telling your team, you should be pinging Baron, you know, and you should be telling and communicating with your team saying, you know, get Baron control, right? You go back, get a fucking control word, you know, tell your team, you know, let's get control over Baron, so that you already have pretty decent control here, right? But this is still
That's their
completely
team.
dark, and oh, that's their team. Oh, well, shit. Yeah, then you need to, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I think it was, from what I remember, it was blank. So you need to get control here, because if you don't get control, what happens, right? And we'll see what happens when we fast forward to 2650.
So you would say that going bot and taking that turret would be one of the worst things we can do, I assume.
What's going bot and
Because
taking a
then-
turret?
Yeah, because then
Yeah, that's the
we're-
worst thing you can do.
Okay.
Because then everybody's bot lane, they're gonna take this.
Yep.
You have
Makes
exposed inhib, and you're all bot lane. Baron's up. Shen can go bot, but like I think you guys should just. I mean, you're in a
That
really
was my
commanding
answer.
position. You just need to get control of this. You ended up getting scuttle, great. That I'm gonna say will make it easier for you to control vision, but look what happens now that you have no vision.
Wait, can I see what they were doing bot? And then no, my team.
I don't know what
Is
they're
that-
doing, but that's what I'm saying. There's no pinging, so you're and like you gotta guide them. They're lost sheep. Your teammates are lost sheep.
Yeah.
Let's see, right? Like you have no vision, so
Yeah. and
what
you-
has to happen?
you just
Baron's
said, like,
yeah,
you're
Baron's
being
coming
really
up.
risky.
But the thing is like Baron's coming up. Like, well, you gotta like they're gonna take it if you don't do anything, right? But like because of you guys not being prepared a minute and a half ago, you have to face check, right? You have to. I mean, you're just stuck here, and obviously it works out because you guys are ahead at this point. But it works out in you
Can I
guys.
see Thornmail healing reduction? Mine.
Yeah, 1587.
Eh,
Hold on, let's
it's
go
not that
back and
good.
see.
12:30.
So you had
before the fight. This at 12:30. I don't know what happened to it.
holy shit, 1500 in one fight's not bad.
There's no.
Well,
oh,
it's because
unless it
you
reset.
well, that's because you ulted them, right? And you got the it wasn't because of this part.
There's no way it was 0. Like, show it now. It should be.
Oh, you're right. That's weird. All right, I don't know. It's a spectator bug. But anyway, yeah. I mean, for the most part, you played well though. I mean, had some mistakes here, and you could communicate a little better, but
Yeah, that
wasn't
was
bad at
5-1
all.
game. I just checked.
I mean that's pretty much everything I have. Do you have like questions, any thoughts, or anything you wanna?
The only thing, like, you said bot was my win con, and then it didn't feel like there were any opportunities for me to gank bot, and like I think like you have to work with where I am, so obviously like it's not that I never could have ganked bot, but
So-
what opportunities do you feel like I missed to gank
So
bot especially?
when you identify like the value, like the people on your team that need to be ahead for you to win, yeah, you don't necessarily have to do that through ganking, right?
Mhm.
It could be protecting them from ganks, right? Whether it's you placing vision to keep them alive, it could be hovering around them so that if they do get ganked, you're there, or if there's an opportunity, you can be there, right? Like trying to prioritize your pathing so that you spend most of your time in that section. I don't think you necessarily really miss miss that many opportunities. Uh, I mean, I think for the most part you played it fine. Like you just, if your bot lane's gonna play shit, like if they're gonna play bad, they're gonna play bad. Like you can't really just, you have to work with what, I mean, you just have to work with what you're given, right? I think for the most part you did play bot side, right? Like you remember remember the time we were talking about when you chose to go top and rift instead of going to dragon here, right? That's definitely an opportunity missed, because what we saw was you went top to help snowball the Shen and give him all that plating gold and yourself the gold, but you also chose to abandon your bot lane and let them get dove, and then you abandoned dragon, right?
Yeah, and me
And
and Shen getting gold advances our win con like none.
yeah, and
Even if
you
we
guys
didn't
also
die to
died.
Diana.
Yeah, yeah, but like even like it's nice gold and everything, but I mean that's, it's not gonna win you the game.
Yep,
Shen getting
makes sense.
demonic embrace. I mean, it's just like looking for those opportunities, right? Like now let's say you have I don't know, Fiora top, and you have fucking Sona Seraphine bot, right? Then maybe that top play would have been worth it, right? Because you're getting Fiora a shit ton of gold. Um, and you probably can't even really contest with Sona Seraphine because they're weak as shit
Yep.
at like 14 minutes or something, or like 12 minutes. Where Jinx Lulu is like weak, but they're not like as weak as like something like Sona Seraphine.
Yep.
Um,
That makes sense.
yeah,
Okay. I don't think I have any other questions. You don't have to answer this, but do you like pool your coaching money towards a specific set of purchases, or does it just go in the big fund?
it just goes in the big fund. I don't do
It
it
doesn't
like,
feel your date money.
no, it doesn't. I don't really do a lot of coachings anymore, just because it's fucking like I can only do it on the weekends. It's just not a lot of people are available on the weekends, or they, flaky. But um, yeah. Anyway,
Makes sense.
I mean, good
You want to
stuff.
do
That
another one?
another one.
Yeah.
What, like right now?
Yeah.
No, not right now. I
Okay. No
can't.
problem.
We can. I mean, we can do it like next weekend or something.
I'm having surgery on Friday, and I will be
Oh shit.
hopefully, if I can help myself, I won't play again. Because last time I did that, it didn't end well for me.
Well, good luck on your surgery, man. I hope it's not, it's not too serious, or
Yeah, it's just I don't have to give you too much
yeah,
background. Basically, it
you
was
don't have to tell me if you don't want to either. I mean,
oh
it's your
no, I
thing.
mean it's just a very long story. Basically, in June of last year, I was riding my bike and going through an intersection, and someone turned left, and I hit their car because they didn't see me,
Mm-hmm.
and my face hit their window. And it wasn't like a bad injury, but one of my teeth is dying because of that.
Oh.
So it doesn't hurt. Eventually, it'll get really infected, which is why I have to get a dental implant. But the person's car insurance is paying for it. So my settlement went from like 3,500 for medical because I just went to the ER
Uh-huh.
to over $20,000. And I don't get to keep all that, but yeah, I get
Hey.
paid double to not work because I'm gonna be off for at least 5 days, and they have to pay me for the time I don't work, and then I get my regular salary.
Damn, nice. I mean, look, I might take something to the face like that if I can get a big, some cash out of
Yeah, just get a bicycle.
it. uh,
So yeah, and like I used to play League a good amount, and then I stopped. I was biking like 12 hours a week, and I had a coach for that. And then I messed up my knees. So once I can bike again, then I'll never play this godforsaken game
hey,
again.
sounds like a plan, man. That's what I'm saying. If I wasn't streaming, I just wouldn't play this game, man. It's too mentally taxing, bro. I rage queued last night trying to. I've lost like 8 games in a row playing Lee Sin, bro. it just I'm tanking myself playing Lee Sin, but I literally couldn't go to bed last night until I won, and I just never won a game. So
And I've been there. It takes a lot. But when you can like enjoy just like the development of the game, then it's a lot of fun. Like when I
yeah,
was first climbing at the start of the season, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I don't give a shit what my teammates do. I'm just gonna focus on my own gameplay. But
Yeah.
it's so hard to maintain that.
It is because you get frustrated because you start to stagnate a little bit, and it's like you don't see that progress you're wanting, or you go backwards or something.
Yeah.
You can't figure out what you're doing wrong, and so it's just yeah, it's frustrating. But I
So it's
think
good to take a break.
I think I think you played well, man. I think your general mindset is really good. You just yeah, a little more communication with your team. Also, I like how well were you like how like did you have a general idea of where Yi was at all times?
No.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think I was a bit distracted because like this is the first time I've talked to someone while playing the game. I've been trying to convince my fiance I'm paying attention to her while also playing. Um, but just in general, like I find I lose track of people more often than I would want to. But he was also so unpredictable
He
at the
was,
start.
yeah. Yeah, you definitely had a weird game, and that's another thing too. I know it can be super distracting, playing well and being coached and everything. So like that's what I'm saying. You did really well. I mean, there was a couple like bigger things, but I mean, you keep playing. I don't see you struggling if you take a few things from this and like that's the thing. Like jungle tracking, it's like everybody talks like oh but like I'm telling you, 1% of junglers below masters actually like consistently tracks the enemy jungler. So if that's something that you can just start to do, uh, I mean, it's just so easy because they never have a fucking clue where you are, and then you always know where they are, and it's just very easy to make decisions. It's a lot easier to make decisions based off that because especially when you're playing, and that's another thing, playing something like Shyvana. Like even if you know where Yi is at all times, you can't really punish him a lot of the times. But if you're playing something like a
That's
more
like for
aggressive, like
pain.
Kane, yeah, even Kane, like Kane is weak, but not if you get the jump on somebody. Like
Yeah.
if you're playing something that you can actually take advantage of that lead by like bullying him, I mean it's just super free. But
Yeah. That's I think my fifth one in a row today, but still plat one MMR.
you're the only plat,
Unlucky.
really? There's some diamond
No,
players
I'm
in there.
diamond. I'm diamond,
Oh
but
shit.
I lost 9 games in a row playing. Like I was diamond 399 LP, and then I lost a bunch of games because I played after